Hey, Mike Bradley, hope you're doing well as always. So I am at the Namm 2023 show, and I thought the big question a lot of people ask who haven't come to Namm is, what is Namm like? What's it like at the Namm show? So I'm going to show you around. As if you're here, you could be my, you know, companion for the day at the Namm 2023 show. This is day 2. Day 1 yesterday was very good, and then in the evening I went out for dinner with the guys from Martin Guitars, which was very, very nice of them. Had a lovely time. So I have a lovely headache right now, and you have lovely George Collins, who I'm sharing a room with. I've just had to leave him because all this morning he has been a bit worse for wear. Let's just put it that way. So I'm a lone wolf at the moment, but I kind of like it. I can nip around. Anyway, enough talking. Let's go inside. Come near the drum bit, it gets a bit loud.
Sitting in a corner of a crowded empty room, alone with my own thoughts of how I feel for you. I'm afraid to say it now, let me dust my mind.
Hey, Mike from the future right now. Now what you're about to see is probably the most talked about bit of kit which was at Namm 23 this year, and that was the T-Rex Bison Echo Rec delay pedal. So apologies, it's not the greatest sound as you're probably getting. It's very hard to get a sound at Namm, even though it was a lot smaller. It's still just white noise everywhere, but here is a little bit of the T-Rex Bison Echo Rec. Beautiful, isn't it?
The more heads you add on, the more
oscillation.
Yeah. So
I noticed that real quick. I was like,
yeah.
You want that slapback shit? Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's the big atmospheric one?
So you can put it on to long, and then I like, my favorite is 1 and 4 because they're spaced the furthest apart.
Right.
And then you can put up the repeats. And then if you want it to be like reverby, you throw it on swell.
Oh, that's nice.
And you can change the speed of the drum, so watch this shit. And it changes the sound of it.
Right.
I told you.
This guy just asked me, what this sound, what is like this sound? I said, a small horny fairies flying around, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's beautiful.
You can have external foot switches, right? For bypass and for...
You can adjust the speed with the...
Oh, so you can have an expression pedal for speed. Yeah.
Get this.
It's amazing. And then, since this is the preamp, like you can like make it super clean or you can drive it. See, it's super clean right now.
See, when the Magic Eye folds together, it's full saturated, like the original.
I like that.
Dude, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
It's brilliant. That's about, and it looks pretty damn cool as well, doesn't it? You know?
Dude, and check it out.
Oh, so nice, nice.
Oh yeah, that way, there you go. So even when that drunk person inevitably spills beer on your shit,
No, it's so musical. You could, you know, you don't want to be. Dude, I would like get here. Like a Guitar Hero.
No, it's not angle. I can set it up for angle, but right now it's pressurized.
Okay. Oh, right. Oh.
Pretty wild, right?
There you go.
Okay, so kick it off. Just don't do it. No, don't do this.
Oh.
That's funny. I was like,
Oh, okay.
kick it on.
All
So you're used to this.
right. I'm used to that. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, definitely, I can't. Yeah, I'm terrible. Right. I'm like.
You're the only one I've ever met. I'm even left-handed myself. I still
I even like my wall's got me on the left side of my board as well. Yeah, it's different. Look at that, man.
Are the Crocs included?
Look at that, kids. Look at that.
I know that I don't wanna play no silly little games. Feel more redemption for the pain.
So, is this the blingiest guitar at Namm? Let's see. Have a look. What's Namm like? This. George. How's day two?
Been interesting.
What time did you make it to Namm today, George?
Maybe like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Why was that, George?
It was a busy night. It's a busy night.
What were you doing this morning, George?
Business deals, you know.
I'm glad you're back, George.
AKA throwing up in the toilet, but.
Poor George. Poor George. But look at him, he's here.
But look, we're here.
You know, he's young and healthy. I'm 10 years older than you. I was up and running, you know, even though I was hanging out a little bit, but it's alright, we won't judge you on that.
It's fine, but I'm feeling my age now, you know.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. But it's been interesting day two because it's so small. I kind of feel like I completed it. So I might only come for like a few hours tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, let's see what happens. But I have no idea what I've recorded today, so I'll probably throw a bit in for tomorrow as well. So see you tomorrow. So that's the random bits of footage I got from Namm 23. Looking it back, on that Friday, I was very tired. I'd only had 2 hours sleep. And it wasn't just because of partying. For the whole week, I didn't really sleep much. I had like between 2 to 5 hours sleep a day. I just couldn't adjust, you know, but I still wanted to get the most out of my days, you know. But Namm this year, it was a lot smaller. If you've seen anybody else talk about this on YouTube, it was a lot smaller this year. I last went in 2020 where it was, you know, nuts. It was huge. It was how I know Namm to be, because I went to one in 2019. That was my first year. And so there was no Fender, there was no Gibson, there was no PRS, there was no Roland/Boss, there was no the Friedman Morgan amp booth, none of that. So a lot of the big vendors weren't there, but you know, for someone like me who, the reason I go there is to kind of, you know, I guess network, meet companies, meet other musicians, other, you know, artists and stuff like that. And so for me, I found it really good this year because it was so much easier to talk to people, where before, I mean, it was very noisy, as I was saying in the video, but it was nothing like it was in the previous years I have gone. Now, regarding gear, and someone I was teaching the other day, actually a couple of people have asked me, like, any kind of standout gear, and to be honest, not really, if I'm honest with you. Again, that Bison, the T-Rex Bison Echo Rec was really cool. It was very hard to hear though, so it'd be interesting to be able to play one properly and hear it in a proper room, you know. But that was cool, you know. Yes, they're very expensive. I think, well, in UK money, it's just under 2 grand, you know, about £1,700, which is a lot of money. But I believe the original ones are astronomical prices, you know. So, but that was cool. I got on really well with the guys at Martin Guitar. As I mentioned on the Thursday night, I went out for dinner with the team, and they're all super lovely people. We got to know and had a bit of a giggle with Chris Martin, which was quite amusing. We kind of take the mick out of each other a little bit, and he was a really lovely guy. The whole team was. So and it's just made me I've wanted a Martin, you know, like a probably either a 0042 or one of those OM series or models, sorry, for years and years and years, because my favourite acoustic guitar ever caught on tape forever has been Eric Clapton's Unplugged, you know. And you think of an acoustic guitar and chances are you think of a Martin acoustic guitar. So I've wanted a Martin for a long time. They are expensive, that's why I've never got around to getting one. But it's been lovely getting to know the guys there, and it's made me want to get a Martin even more, you know. And they've got their new, well, I say new, I think it's been out for a couple of years, like an SC series, which is kind of aimed at like electric guitar players. So that was interesting, and I might try and get my hands on one to kind of show you guys properly. And at the end there you saw George Collins playing the Eastman Juliet range, I think it is. Actually, the new range was the Juliet range, that's right, but I've always liked Eastman guitars. A few years ago I did a review / demo of one of their guitars, and it was lovely. So Eastman make fine guitars, and I saw one of their kind of 335 influenced guitars as well. Yeah, they're really pretty, and the ones I was having a little play on as well were really nice. So they were cool, but I mean, regarding anything kind of new, if I'm honest, not really. I'm really trying to think hard, you know, because it's more, again, I just made some really good relationships going. I'm really glad I went. I played a Chapman guitar for the first time. They're alright, they're okay. Caught up with Dan and Alex, and actually met Rob for the first time. I've never met Rob before, and saw the old mucker Pete and Ore as well, and his telly, well, I say telly, T-type Telecaster. It was nice, it was cool, you know. He said his neck is kind of a copy of his Fender, that purple telly of his, which made sense. And but yeah, they were nice. But yeah, if I'm honest, you know, nothing was like, oh, this is amazing, you know, because a lot of the stuff have been released in January, you know. So for me personally, it was a really good time, and I've got a wicked video. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I went to Tim Pierce's place as well a couple of days later, and that was amazing, and the video will be going up for that hopefully next week. I'll try and get that up, depending if you're watching this live, it'll be next week. If you're watching this a few months later, it's on my channel now. But that was worth the trip alone, to get to hang out at Tim's place, you know, because he's just a beautiful guy, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, my whole LA trip was great. So yeah, there's a couple more videos to come. So keep an eye on. But regarding Namm, I had a really good time. I loved it. Regarding new bits of gear or anything kind of groundbreaking, not really. I don't think, no, there's nothing out the norm, because, you know, you got all pedals and stuff. You know, an overdrive pedal is an overdrive pedal. A delay pedal is a delay pedal after a while, you know. So, and I want to do a video talking more about this stuff, because I think some of it's just getting a little bit crazy and out of hand now, regarding gear, but particularly pedals. Yeah, I'm just like, they're all the same. They really are. But I'll talk more about that at a later date. But anyway, hopefully this gives you a little insight in what Namm's like. But Namm 23, I really enjoyed myself. I had a great time. But you know, on personal and business levels kind of thing, regarding new bits of kit, nothing amazing. But that T-Rex Bison does seem really cool. But it'd be intriguing to hear it properly, not in a crazy big call. Anyway, I've been Mike Bradley, you've been you. Hope you're doing very well as always, and if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and I'll see you very, very soon. Mike Bradley signing out. Bye.